My father was a musician, and I remember as a little kid seeing him up on the stage, and you know, being able to move a whole crowd of people to a good place was a good thing, you know, and I looked up to that.
I went to see a blues band when I was about 15. It was actually John Butler Trio in the early days, and it was just the inspiration I was looking for to play music, and I just came away inspired, and I went home and I started playing a bit of a djembe that my mum had in the house and looking for instruments, and I saw a harmonica, an old harmonica on my windowsill, and I thought, oh yeah, why don't I try that? And I blew in it, and it sort of made a sound that sounded all right. Usually when I used to blow in it as a kid, you know, you'd blow in and out, suck and blow, and it sort of sounded okay, and I thought, that's the one.
What actually really did it for me was when I was about 13. My dad brought home a Jimi Hendrix video, and I'd never heard of the guy, so I sat down and watched his video, and it changed the colour of my life. Everything changed that day, and it was all about the guitar. So I spent, from 13 to 17, I was quite a reclusive teenager, but I sat in the shed every day playing along with Jimi Hendrix and talking to Jimmy, and he was my soul mate for that time, you know. It was very forming.
When you're younger, you sort of look up to the movie stars or the music stars, and I think there's something about that quality that wants to break you away from your normal reality of living in a small coastal town, you know.
Because we had no money growing up, Mum said to me when I was about 14, 15, you know, you've got to be the one to break the Everett cycle of poverty. So I started to look for people that were doing well financially and to copy them, you know. So I ended up getting my trade in plumbing, and my mentor was a guy called Peter Reagan, so he was doing very well, and I basically, you know, copied everything he did and went into business for myself at 21. Started this plumbing business, and it went very well. My wife worked with me. I got married at 21 too. I went down the path of what society basically tells you you should do. You know, you get married, start the business, you buy a house, you buy investment property, and you know, it's a picture perfect sort of situation, but there was definitely still something missing. You know, as much as I listened to music, I really wanted to be playing music. And it wasn't until a few years later at an Ash Grunwald concert that I realised that this is what I've got to be doing. I've just got to fucking play guitar again and be doing it.
Busking in Port Macquarie, where I used to busk all the time on the street corner, and this ugly looking gentleman came up and he said, oh, I'm an alcoholic, do you want to come over to WA with me?
He goes, yeah, right, eh? Just like that. And that was it, we hit the fucking road. And that was how Mojo Bluesman was actually formed, you know.
We did our first gig there at the Black Hawk nightclub, filled with strippers and drunken miners.
In between our sets, there was this girl called Mercedes shooting, you know, ice cubes out of a pussy.
And I think that's the beneficial of being a musician, is that you can virtually travel anywhere in the world, and if you've got the ability to play music, you can take your music with you, you can take your songs with you, and you can almost take a piece of your personality when you travel everywhere you go, no matter where you go.
Where are we going? Well, we're going to be at Blues Fest next year. That's a sure thing. I don't know how, but we're ready for Blues Fest. We want to travel. You know, we're restless spirits and we want to play festivals. We don't mind busking. We'll always busk. Whenever we're bored, you know, we'll pull out the instruments on the street, but we really would like to make some money from what we're doing. A lot of people enjoy what we do and say that we could be doing it, and we'd like to be doing it, and you know, this is the next thing.
Oh, come on, what pretty baby, come on from what?